Welcome back to the Tech Shack, to another low quality video. We got Jeffy and Dylan in today. Jeffy brought his computer in because, well, the graphics card got featured on a budget builds video recently. It's 6700 series, and he's still rocking a 3000 series Ryzen, a 3950X, so it's still no slouch, but it's still kind of aging for what he wants to do, and he's just itching to build a new computer. We were, full disclosure, actually going to take a 6-hour drive all the way down to a Micro Center just for him to go spend all of his money there. I reached out to Micro Center about filming. They immediately, to my surprise, emailed back and were like, yeah, cool, just give us a store and a date and we'll make that happen. So I emailed them back the store and the date, and then they went radio silent. And this was almost 2 months ago, right? So after about 2 months of planning, they still haven't got back to us. So I don't want to risk a 6-hour drive, get down there and not be able to film anything. And I actually don't mind guerrilla filming in a Best Buy. I used to be a Geek Squad agent for several years. I know some people at the store, so I'm not too concerned about filming there, but I did not want to drive 6 hours to film anywhere. Put my badge back. I did not want to drive 6 hours and be told we couldn't film. I don't mind driving 2 hours and be told we couldn't film, but 6 hours is a little much. So we're going to drive to Best Buy. We're going to see what we can pick up today, and we're going to put them together. Potentially a whole new computer, at the very least, some pretty decent upgrades. All right, so let's get on the road. So what are you getting? I don't know. What do they got? Okay, so we're avoiding that. I didn't know they had a relaunched, like a lower tier 5800.
What is this, dude? That is sick. What is that? I want that in my PC.
Oh my god.
Sick, dude. RGB, what is that?
Oh, you're ridiculous, dude. You don't need any more. You got like $5 grand in your computer. We're here for Jeffy.
Can you give me a minute?
No, like he's like seriously trying to make actual, like you're making stupid purchase decisions that you don't need right now. True. And he actually needs a new computer. So the trip was about him. He likes to hijack every trip that we go on.
I ain't hijacking shit, I drove.
You're giving me like...
You were canceled on us, so we guilted you into saying we were going with or without you. Oh, I didn't even notice the MSI boards down here though.
That's a Cooler Master.
Yeah.
I'd spend $200 on a board. Unless you think I should go like the 219.
What are you looking at? Motherboard too?
Yeah, he's definitely his whole dude. Yeah, because he's all.
Look at the cases. They got Corsair right here.
Oh, dude, but yeah, are they in the back?
Yeah.
Those are.
But still, that's a nice case. But look at this one, dude. Well, that's white. That's nice.
Yeah, that one is nice. But wait, why is the white one cheaper than the black?
That's Corsair. That's on. Dude, they have cooler mat. Look at these cheap fan air filters now. Though.
I always thought you.
$30. They got cooler
but
master shit.
I'm assuming I'd wanna or use my
Does it have
existing
the
one,
fans?
but I don't have
They
the
have
bracket.
one.
I don't think.
What kind of chair is that?
And I'd probably need a new power supply, right? I was thinking I would like just for my motherboard and
Wait, how much were you planning to spend today?
like 7 or 8.
How many is left in the trigger?
Is that real? Or am I out of my mind?
Not to do a complete build and go high end. Well, unless you're reusing your power supply.
That's fair.
What do you have in there? I don't know. I can't remember what you have for a power supply.
One eternity later.
All right, we just got out of the store. This is what he got. He got this NZXT case on an open box deal. Got this 5070 for, what was it, $5.99? No, $5.49. So it's $50 cheaper than what we could find it for on Amazon. Got this for around the same price as Amazon, as well as a, what is it, 9800 or 9700? What did you get? 9700X.
That's nice.
32 gigabytes, 6,000, and a new modular power supply. And Jeffy spent all his money and feels sick.
I didn't spend all my money. You just.
Yeah, so there was an issue. He wanted to finance it. They accidentally swiped his card for the entire amount.
I was only gonna finance this.
Yeah, and then we went back through, and then he basically, the post void hasn't showed up on his card yet, so they still have a hold for the first transaction. So right now he's broke until this hold comes off his card tomorrow, and then he'll have some of it back because he financed 1,000 of it. He spent like 16 today.
A few moments later.
All right, we are back at the shack. Jeffy's still here. Dylan has gone home. All right, we got all of this at Best Buy, and I just finished comparing the prices to Amazon. So we're gonna start with this case. This case is on sale on Amazon for $85. We paid $75. The Corsair Vengeance kit. That kit is on Amazon right now for $114.99. We paid $109.99. Crucial P310 2TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD is the exact same price at Best Buy, $112.49. Same price at Best Buy as it is on Amazon. Alright, his Ryzen 7 9700X is $306. That's what he paid for at Best Buy. On Amazon it is $305.90, so he paid 10 cents more for that. Alright, his motherboard. This ROG Strix B550F gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. This exact motherboard SKU match to Amazon is $269.99, and he paid $249.99 at Best Buy. And then this fully modular power supply 750R series, or RM750E RME series. This guy here is the exact same price on Amazon and Best Buy. Alright, so the only thing he paid more than is this. He paid 10 cents more for this. Everything else he paid less or the same as Amazon. Oh, did I forget the GeForce? Did I forget this card? I think I did. Yeah, so this guy right here, he paid MSRP. This card at Best Buy was the last one they had in stock, was $549.99. This guy is $600 all day on Amazon. All right, in fact, even at Best Buy, any other board partner models they had were all around $600, $606 for $570. So he got the last 50 RTX 5070 that they had in stock at MSRP. He walked out with it. They're actually really good there. The Best Buy, there were like about 20 different people stopped asking if we needed help. Unfortunately, Jeffy was very, very indecisive. And then by the time he figured out what he wanted, then we couldn't find the person that was originally helping us. But the dude who helped us was eventually got us checked out, was super helpful. Jeffy is about to be set up with a brand new computer. And this is the, now he's gone high end. His old one was a 3900X when that was new. So, but this is the first time he's gone like to this tier of graphics card and been in the current generation. All right, so he's always been like 60 series or lower when it was new, and then he's gone to like he is, what was this? This guy here, this is a great card, don't get me wrong, but he still got this guy as a hand-me-down from our buddy Dylan when Dylan went to the 7900 XTX. So this is his first time he's got a higher-end, current generation card, brand new in the box. This is like the gamer equivalent to the first new car, you know, so Jeffy's excited, gonna get this guy put together. Also, any other time he's gone high-end, especially in my channel, not a lot of my builds, we usually go with budget, like no-name brand cases, except for Dylan, because Dylan always has to have the sports car, the best of the best. But he has a brand new like NZXT H5 Flow, so he actually has a brand name case, brand name everything. There is no Chinese jank. The only thing close would be what we are reusing, so let's go over to what we're reusing from his old computer. So he had two 1 terabyte P80 Pros, so he is going to use those in that build as well. So he's going to have 4 terabytes total of storage. We're going to reuse this ROG like GPU stand thing, GPU bracket, and then his Thermaltake RGB fans and controller. Now this controller is just to add headers. It is more like a splitter because it doesn't have built-in effects. It just passes through the 4-pin and the PWM from your motherboard. So this is just basically adds more ports. All right, so if you don't have RGB already on your motherboard, this isn't going to help you. All right, but we got Thermalright fans, ID cooling, AIO. These guys, and this was reused from his old build. And then all this is brand new. And like this is the first time you've been, and this is the first 16, no, you had a 3060. That's right, yeah. And then you went AMD, and now you're back to NVIDIA.
The deal was there.
Yeah, MSRP. He wasn't even going to get it. He was going to keep using this card. I was telling him, if you're going new, man, you do want to replace the graphics card, because then this would be the weakest link in your build. And then when we started like looking up prices and realized that 5070 is at MSRP. That 5070 is cheaper than it is on Amazon. Like, the decision kind of made itself. All right, we're going to get this guy put together, and we'll see you when it's done. Alright, so I think this build came out pretty good. Jeffy absolutely loves this machine. Now the only thing we reused was the cooler, the liquid cooler, and the fans. That's why the fans are white. He does plan on replacing this liquid cooler with one with an LCD. We could have in fact gotten plenty of liquid coolers there, all at really good prices, all cheaper, the same price as Amazon it seemed like on the ones we checked. But the issue was any of the ones that we had there that had an LCD on the pump, which is what Jeffy really wants. He wants an LCD on the pump. They were Corsair IQ, so we're actually going to go ahead and order Thermalright 240 millimeter AIO, because that one not only has a little LCD screen, but it doesn't require the Corsair IQ software. Jeffy syncs all of his RGB through Armory Crate. That's what he prefers to use. He doesn't want to have a separate RGB software to control the RGB in the fan, so I have to know the Thermalright 240 millimeter cooler uses a standard PWM fans and 3-pin 5-volt RGB header, so he can integrate that with Armory Crate, and he'll only need their software to control the LCD display. So that's probably going to be the next upgrade. You're probably going to see it in the shop when we upgrade to that cooler, and I'll probably do a review on that cooler. And then this cooler right here, and the motherboard down here. Now his old system was an older platform, but it's not a slouch. That's a B550 motherboard with a 3900X and 64 gigabytes of RAM. All right, so that guy is going to go into here. Now I've teased a video with this before that Jeffy was building a server in here. We did build a server in here. It's a 7th Gen i5. That video never got finished because the server never got completely finished. And that was probably fate, because now that he has this upgrade, we're going to upgrade that server again, and we're going to transfer his old Ryzen 9 into there for his Plex and AI server, along with one of those mining cards that I repurposed with the hack driver. Alright, but that is it for this. Oh, one other thing. We double checked all these prices on Micro Center with what they had online for the specific store in Boston we were going to, for what they list online as having available inventory. Yes, he would have saved about $20 on the CPU, RAM, and motherboard there as a bundle. However, the cheapest 5070 they have in stock at that store is $599. So he actually would have paid like $30 more for the entire build there, because the only items that he saved on would have been counteracted, or would have been, you know, negated by the fact that they do not have a 5070 at MSRP, but Best Buy did. But that is it for this low quality video. I will see you guys in the next one.